my dear Pisces. This is a love reading, a prediction for Capricorn season, 21st of December to 20 of January 2020, with me, Queen of Cups Tarot. The first reading I did was for the birthday sign, so remember to say happy birthday to all Capricorn out there. I also want to wish you all a happy holidays. I am reading the other signs in the order of most appreciated videos from the previous love readings published for Sagittarius season. You can see the order of reading this time around at the community section of my channel. And this will be a love reading for Pisces, Sun, Moon, Rising sign and Venus, Vedic or Tropical. The reading can go both ways. The drama is the same, but it can be different castings to the different roles by the universe. So when I tell you that this is you, it might as well be the person or the situation you are dealing with. Use your own intuition and recognition to determine who is who in this reading for you. And I'll start shuffling your cards, and I use the Golden Universal Tarot by Roberto De Angelis. So when I open your deck here, I see Two of Swords with Justice in the reversed. Some of you might be dealing with Libra. This is both Libra, but mainly it seems like you are dealing with a situation where you need to make a choice, a moral choice, and you're trying to do the right thing, or you're trying to ignore to do the right thing. We'll see where it goes. Okay, so I call the divine with love and light. It feels like there's an impossible situation where you need to make choices and neither of them feels particularly good, but I think you need to rise above and make the choice what's best for everyone in this situation and to solve previous problems. And here we have a Six of Swords together with Justice card. So it's about acknowledging truth. The truth to the situation can sometimes be harsh, and it's something we don't want to hear or we don't want to see, but it's there anyway. So this is about accepting this truth. And it might be accepting the truth that someone doesn't love us, or accepting the truth that we did something wrong, or accepting the truth that we just don't want to see or haven't been able to see before. Sometimes we need to accept that we can't continue putting our effort into a situation because it clearly doesn't go anywhere. So we need to kind of, with the Six of Swords, move on. Okay, so I call the four archangels in the four corners of the world. And here we have more scales. We have a scale there and a scale there. And it's the Six of Pentacles in the upright and Justice in the reversed. So this situation has been very unbalanced. Okay, it has been out of whack. No tranquility, no harmony. Okay, so one have been over functioning and the other person or the other people have been not functioning. It can be a situation where you have spoiled someone, or you have expected someone else to do all the work. And here this is going to be balanced out. So sometimes if we want to be in control, we can do a lot of things, put in a lot of effort, even if it doesn't pay back. We can put in a lot of effort because that's the way to control the situation, so things go our way. But sometimes we can't control the situation even due to our best effort, because it becomes an unfair, unharmonious, unbalanced situation because someone is doing all the work and the other person isn't really helping. Okay, so this can be you being this person that is being there for everyone, or it can be you in some situations, and in other situations it's not you. So you need to look also, it's not always the same. We can have some relationships where we are acting like a big baby, while we in the other relationships are acting like everyone's parent. So you might want to balance this energy also inside yourself, so that you are acting more consistent in all situations, more balanced, more adult and less childish, still needing other people, of course, and opening your heart to other people, but not depending on them like depending on yourself. Okay, so 6 elements, and we have the Lovers in reverse together with Justice. So it seems like there's a very big decision that needs to be made inside a significant, important relationship in your life. And it might be that you need to end it, or put an ultimatum. It can even be a divorce going on here. Okay, so 6 elements: earth, wind, fire, water. So the 7 of Cups, and here comes also the 7 of Coins. So it seems to be challenges going on. These are spiritual challenges in the realms of the material kingdom and the emotional kingdom, or queendom, we can say, because this is the earth element, feminine, water element, also feminine. So it seems like you're very confused and you don't know what to do, because you're faced with something where your old ways of doing things doesn't work. For example, putting in all this effort, or waiting for someone else to put in the effort. So either or, the old thing doesn't work. So it's time to step into new realms and go outside your comfort zone and do opposite against what you have done before. So jumping cards. Okay, it's the other 7. 7 of Swords wants to show itself with the Queen of Swords and the Queen of Wands. So I think this is the rise of your inner feminine, and it's becoming less feminine and more like a foot soldier. And it's judging these situations where people are not putting in their best effort, and also where people are kind of resting on old achievements. I showed you, I told you I loved you 10 years ago. It hasn't changed, so I don't have to go and say it every day or every 10th year. I don't know what you are complaining about. So that kind of behavior is kind of not going well with you anymore. Okay, or with your partner, if this is the opposite. Always can be the opposite, remember that. But this is someone not tolerating the old bullshit. It's just like that. Or you are advised to not tolerate old bullshit. Or you are advised to not give the old bullshit as well. So, like, look at yourself, look at your life, look at the other person, at your relationships. One card just, it just flied away. And it's the Hangman. And it's in the reverse position, which shows like we are releasing something, we are doing the necessary sacrifice, we are doing the thing we didn't want to do before. So it's almost like the divine has pushed you into a back alley with no comfortable way out. You can't do the old thing that you did before. You need to try something new, and it seems like you do, even if it hurts, even if you need to sacrifice people and situations that you love because they are not good for you or it's not healthy. So you do it. You release this, and it's a new beginning here. You're cleaning out the old, like away with it, just away with it, because the more you are cleaning out the old, the more space there is for new things to come in. So this card usually comes after big transformation, of the big, it's like the air after rain. Okay, so very fresh and new and promising. Okay, Queen of Cups and the 8 of Cups. So you definitely seems to walk away from a situation that is kind of stealing all your energy, where you're putting in you put in a lot of effort, but you didn't get anything in return. So to dignify yourself, you're giving those situations up. Okay, so just tune in for a few seconds here to you and your situation. Okay. So this is the new bottom of the deck, and we have the Lovers in the reversed. So it seems like there's really time to sacrifice important relationship in your life that's not working. Okay, so instead of trying to postpone it because you love them and maybe they will change and all this, it it's maybe good to at least come with an ultimatum. This is the old bottom of the deck, and it's the last of the Seven of Wands. And I think you have really done your best in this situation. You really put in all the necessary effort, but now your work is done. You have already made your point or show the other person what they needed to see, and now it's time for you to kind of give up and rest and go with the flow, and not be so ready to fight for this, because I think it might be that the other person needs the consequences of not helping you, or the situation not being equal. The situation at least needs to balance out. Okay, so this is what's on your conscious mind about them. Like when you're thinking about them, how do you feel? How do you see them? How do you see yourself? What's your decision in this situation? So it's a lot of things so I'm reading into. And this is the situation itself. And this is what's on their conscious mind about you. So what they are thinking, what they have decided, what's their, how they see you. It's a combination. So your feelings for them there, and this is the common energies between you, or the bond between you, and this is their feelings towards you. This is your behaviors and attitudes towards them, the outcome, and this is their behaviors and attitudes towards you. Okay, so we'll start with the situation, and the situation are as such. Page of Cups in reverse. So someone have done some kind of loving approach, but in a juvenile fashion. Much like when a person kind of steals someone's books or pull their hair while they're really in love with this person. So someone that can't really show or stand up for their vulnerability or show vulnerability. They need to act as something else. So we don't need this in our life. Okay, we don't need people not being able to be sincere and, you know, take situations seriously. So I think there's a lack of seriousness here. Someone has taken things to being too light, or not taking it like not putting in the necessary effort to show their love. They have just it might be someone just calling you or asking you out, but never explaining their feelings for you. Just saying that, well, it's nice to be with you, to have a nice time, but and they think that you should know that they want a relationship with you, but they kind of just put themselves a little bit out there and then wait for you to do the job, or you are doing someone like this. And this is what's on your conscious mind about them, and it's the Sun in reverse. So you're very tired of this behavior, it seems. It's you're not going to give attention as long as this person doesn't put in real effort. You're kind of turning away your face from them. You're not putting a lot of attention to this situation, is what I'm feeling. You just turn away your face, look at something else, because this person and you can't even know what they want. It's very unclear. Okay, this is what's on their conscious mind about you, and we have a Two of Swords. So they obviously is going to continue keeping this a secret. And again, you might be dealing with the Libra. This is also Leo. They think that they can. It's like they're putting out a bait for you. Like this is a bait and you should swallow it, and after that you should do all the work with the relationship, or run after them and want things with them. But they are just they don't want to put themselves out there. They want to lure you to put yourself out there, but you're not going for it, obviously. So this is the common energies between you two, and it's a Three of Wands in reverse. So a lot of things that's unsaid. You probably see a lot of things with this person that they think is a secret, but you kind of know what's going on here. You just don't want to put in effort in a situation where a person is not being serious. You don't want to, you know, take the bait, so to speak. So there's no negotiation, no forward movement. There could be with the Three of Wands. It's like the door is open, but since this person is trying to act so secretive and kind of hide and protect themselves, and not doing the like heroic thing and speak the truth, which the truth has been coming through a lot with the Justice and the Sun card here. So as long as they are not going to do that, there's nothing here. Your feelings towards them, and it's the Eight of Swords. So I think you were in their grasp before, or they had a lot of control of you before, maybe in the past or recent past, way past or recent past, but now you're kind of letting it go. You're not being imprisoned by that behavior. When we have a lot of dreams of what can happen, a person can make us jump through hoops for them. If we, for example, it's a very sought after job, and the boss knows that many people want this job, they can make people jump through hoops to get it. And it's the same thing if this person is a little bit full of themselves and thinks that they are God's gift to humanity or to you. They think that if they show a little interest, you should jump through a lot of hoops to show that you want to be with them. But to hell with that, you say. I'm not falling for that. So it's almost like a fish that is going to be catched, but it's not being catched. It's slipping away from the nets here. So that's your feelings for them. You're not going to fall for this. You're just, if they are not making an effort, there's going to be nothing between you. Their feelings towards you, and we have the Moon in the reverse, so they're very confused. You can see this with both these cards. Why isn't this old thing working? Why are you not jumping through hoops for them? Have they lost their mojo? Are they not as attractive as they were before? Have you fallen for someone else? Why can't they? It's like they want to press a button with you, and then you will become like this eternity machine that just goes on and fix the relationship. So they have been trying to push that button and nothing has happened, and they are very confused to why that is. Why are you not falling for their kind of invitations, but invitation by coming and pulling your hair, or as I said, acting like you are friends but really maybe wanting something more. It can also be other situations. It doesn't have to be a love situation. It can be someone wanting your help but can't tell you, so you don't, you kind of know that they want your help, but you're not going to help them until they ask, because you want them to be grown up enough to be able to ask for help, instead of you running around and helping aimlessly. And it's something with this dynamic which feels like you have been like a messiah for a lot of people, and you don't want to be that anymore. If they want something from you, they can ask, but you're not going to give things free willingly. It doesn't mean that you stop helping people or stop caring for people. It just means that you're not overdoing it, because you also want the same thing in return. If you're going and helping someone with they're like molding their lawn, for example, and you then come and ask them for baking a cake for your birthday, and they say, oh, I'm so busy, then you don't want to do it anymore. So it's also like that. So it can be different situations on different levels, like romantic or in family situations or between friends or at work even. But you have kind of spoiled them in the past, I think. So it's a little bit your fault that they are clueless like this, because it usually works with you. It usually works with you to do like this, to push your button and then you go in like with your troops and do the thing that they want you to do. But now it's not working and they don't know why, and it's not really spoken, like no one have talked about this situation really. Or maybe you have talked about this situation but they didn't understand you. So this is your behaviors and attitudes towards them when you have a Six of Cups in reversed. So yes, you acknowledge that there has been a lot of love between you, and that you honor that love, but you're not going to make the effort, you see, giving the flowers here. You're not going to do that. It's just, no. It doesn't feel like there's any bitterness attached, any drama attached to this. It's just, no. It's not, it's like you're just not focused in that direction. You're focused on something else, or maybe you have overly focused in this direction and now you just grow tired of it. You just got fed up with the situation, and now your energy is not aimed in that direction. So this is their behaviors and attitudes towards you. And we have a Three of Cups, so they really want to have a good time with you. But you are not taking the bait, and I think you want a more serious approach than this secretive juvenile behavior. You could easily, have a happy time with them, or, this is the kind of energy where you have a certain amount of people which you can feel this comfortable with, or share this much, like share your inner secrets and trust these people. It's like the closest family or your bestest friends, and so you can really have a good quality relationship, and they have gotten that from you. They have gotten a lot of love from you, and they want more of this in the future. But so this is what you would get if you would kind of take the bait. But for some reason, I think you have already given the ultimatum, and you don't want to take the bait if they don't show enough effort. So this is like a stale. You're on your different sides and no one is going to yield, and you are not particularly involved in the drama. So I guess it's for them to figure this out, how to maybe show more vulnerability and be more open and outspoken about what maybe they want a reconciliation with you, and they need to say it. But if you would come together, I think they will act nice towards you. But if you are on a little bit more of a distance between each other, like if you don't see each other face to face, they will also make you wonder, because they act very secretive and might call you up and make plans and then not go through with them and things like that, and you don't seem to focus much on it, but it's more like, okay, so I wonder what's going on with that person. And this is the outcome, and we have a Five of Cups. So Six of Cups, Three of Cups, Five of Cups. I mostly feel with the moon here that they are very sad about this situation, and with all these here, you're like looking in the other direction. I don't think you care that much. You do have love and empathy, but you don't care about this drama. It feels like it's their problem. It's not your problem, it's their problem. So what's their problem? So we see here. We have two. New beginning and wait. A new adventure waits. Embrace it and live your dreams passionately. Wait, don't rush in. Allow nature to take its course. So I think they want a new beginning with you, but they are kind of putting out these hooks for you to take this bait, and wants to wait because they don't want to be the person rushing into things and showing too much, too much interest, or showing too much like eagerness, or telling you their dreams about you too. So they are acting, it's a lot of repressed emotions here, and a lot of repressed intentions that's not being spoken about, and it's there. They need to figure this out. If they want something with you, I guess they need to, say it more directly, and in a way that can be charming as well. If someone just says, hey, I want to go on a date with you, you might feel, to hell with you, I don't want to go on a date with you. But if they say, hey, I think we have had a real good time, I wouldn't want to go on a real date with you, I would really appreciate that. That's a difference. But this person wants to play it in a way that seems a little bit aloof. So for you then, when you pass from this world, you take nothing with you but your soul and the memories you have shared with those you love. So I think you know the value of love. and you know the value of this person, but I don't think they know the value of you. They are just learning to get to know this value. And so you can leave them to learn a little bit more about this. I don't think you have to stress about trying to figure out a way to help them in their distress. So I'm going to take a card for you to advise you, or maybe look a little bit into your future here. Awaken. So you're awakened now. You know what's going on. Keep your eyes open. When we decide to live a more conscious life, we see signs of grace everywhere. So as I said, you're not bitter, you're not angry. You just see that, okay, so that it's divine work in this situation. And I have obviously learned my lesson, and I'm not jumping through hoops as I did before. So it's probably some meaning to this. So it seems like you're very relaxed in this situation. Yes, I'm going to take Gateway Oracle cards for them. Very sweet cards, so we can see like see things a little bit from their side, maybe. Whoops, whoopsie daisies. Launching your journey. I am an intrepid traveler sailing forth into the universe. So it's kind of this with what they are about to learn. So they are on a learning journey is what I feel. They might also go on an actual journey because they can't solve this with you, so they will run. That's a possibility. But mostly I feel this innocent person not having been everywhere and done everything just yet. So they're a little bit unexperienced. Their soul is a little bit unexperienced. So they don't know how to solve this situation more than to solve it like a child. We can see a child, you know, sitting at the kitchen table in this little child chair that's elevated and small, so they can't get out of it and fall. And you give this baby, like they're going to learn to eat with a plate and not a fork maybe, but a spoon. And they are challenging you. So they are taking the food and pushing it down on the floor. You're taking it up, putting some new food in, and letting them, try and eat again. But they are doing the same thing. And they are amused with doing this, and they see, okay, I can control this person. This person wants to give me food, wants to give me love, and I can push it away, push it away, push it away. And that is necessary for small children to have that experience. It makes them feel loved and secure. It makes them feel welcome in the world and safe. It makes them, they are testing their parents' love and patience and how much they can affect with not being able to speak, not being able to walk, but do I still have like power in this, or am I totally powerless and basically just nothing? But so this is important for the person to become an individual. But what I feel with this person is they have stayed at this location at their maturity level. So they still expect, to throw away their food, and their food is going to come back to them. So they might be running away to see if you will run after them, but I don't think you will. I don't think you will notice they are gone. Okay. So, my dear Pisces, I hope this helped. If you are puzzled by this, you can go to my Turn to the Love readings for Sagittarius season. That is up on my my channel page, or the Pick a Card readings. There's new fresh Pick a Card readings up. I also want to welcome you to more Pick a Card readings that I will do during December, but also the love readings for next year that I will perform in the end of December. So happy holidays to you. Take really good care and see you soon. Bye bye.